Hello, my name is Christian Peterson. I was part of the 7th floor Race to the End board game project. Um, this is our game board, and pretty much the whole point of the game is to go from start to finish here on the 7th floor. The star was meant to be the starting place. We moved that to here, up in the top right corner. This must be an older copy of the board. Um, because what was happening was it was very easy for you to move from the start to, we did start here at one point, but then you could just jump back and go to the next floor boss. So the way that we made this is that this line is the floor boss, right? And you want to make it to this line, and once you do, you either jump up diagonally this way or diagonally this way. Now the reason I say you go either way is depending on which way from the start up here you decide to go. So when you start, there are negative and positive cards, and this allows you to make like a sort of strategy, right? Say you draw a -3, and in most games that'd be a bad thing, it'd put you back some spaces, but in this game it actually moves you in this direction 3 spaces, which could be a good thing because then you're looking for more negative cards. You're already going this way, you may as well keep going this way until you get to the floor boss. Or say you get positive cards and then you're going this way. Um, a lot of our cards are ultimatums, which allow you to pick something. So it'll either be like move forward 3 spaces, or take 1,000 or take 100 XP, or move backwards 3 spaces, or lose 300 XP, right? Um, so the point of XP is when you hit the main point of it, when you hit the line here from either direction, you have to fight the floor boss. That's what these 2 tiles are, is a floor boss. The floor boss on the first floor is 100 XP, and it goes up as you go up floors. Um, a lot has changed on this, which we did not get a chance to update. So we do no longer use a 6-sided die. You draw cards. So a lot of these rules are a little outdated. Sadly, we didn't get to update them, but I'll explain some things and hopefully you understand. Each one of these colors on the board does something special. The whites give out XP. The blue is a mini boss, and if you lose XP. If you win, you gain XP. The brown spots make it so that you take it. They're like quicksand. So say you draw a card and it gives you +3 spaces forward or 100 XP, right? And you get to choose one. Well, whichever one you choose is cut by 10%. So, or no, it's cut by half on the brown. So say then you'd only move 1.5 spaces. So the way we did that was we round up. So you'd move 2 spaces. Or say you picked the XP, you'd only get 50 XP. Now, sadly, actually, the orange and the red and purple spaces, I do not know what they do. The reason for this is by the time we got to assigning these, it was time for my game production studios class. It was Monday, the day before we were turning this in, and I wasn't there when we got to these parts. I did ask about them, but nobody's gotten back to me yet, and I need to turn this in. So, don't know what those do. Greens are a boost to your card. So, specifically space cards. So, say you're moving in a direction, this will add an extra movement, 1 extra movement. And your whole point's to make it up to the 7th floor. You need to have enough XP to fight the floor bosses in the first place, and then on the 6th floor you have to fight the 6th floor boss, and then right after that the 7th floor boss, which is a lot of XP. So sadly we didn't quite get there in playtesting, which sucks because I'm not sure how long it would take, and the game was really fun when we did playtest it. It's actually a really fun game. You also are able to battle, so say two people land on the same square, it's then a battle. And whoever has the most XP wins that battle, and what happens is the other person gets knocked back a floor. But if you're already on the tile and someone lands on it, you can back down from the fight and just move backwards. Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of the game. Here are the cards, which these are up to date rule-wise. So, for example, the negative effects would be like minus 50 XP swap with, or you could swap with a player on the same floor. This one would be minus 50 XP. Or move to the pink square. I don't know why he put plus, because it's not and do that. Some of the wording I've noticed in the stuff that he jotted down, and I would have liked to have fixed this had I had the time, but once we got it finished, it's pretty much time to turn it in, so I didn't get to go through it. But he did a really good job writing this out, and we all sat there and came up with these together. A lot of them on Saturday, some on Monday. Made some changes. Moved to the furthest white square. They're all ultimatum. You pick one or the other. I'd have kind of liked, I think had we tested a little bit more, I think I'd have liked to change this to where it was, instead of this or this, like a choice, it would be both, but we'd put the negative and the positive together. So I think it would have been better if it was like minus 100 XP, but you get to move to the nearest pink square, right? Because that's a plus to move to a pink square. So I don't know. We could have done some more balancing. I really think this game could have gone somewhere. Anyways, yeah. This is I'd say that this is a better rule sheet as of right now, the card sheet, than the actual rule sheet. This one's a little out of date. We didn't get a chance to update it. Obviously it's still saying rolling dice. There's no goblins or conjurers. So that is a problem. Anyways, thanks for listening. Have a great night.